Hey everyone, this is Untold Force, and today I'm going to do something with my VKB Gladiator, and I'm going to show you how to do a partial calibration. I'm using a beta version of the VKB Device Config software as well as the firmware, so your version may look different, but I cover that in one of my older videos on this channel. But needless to say, I have a freshly defaulted Gladiator here, and we're going to just pretend that this does not work right. So as you can see, this calibration is trash right now, but what we can do is we're going to just do a quick calibration, and this is a pretty quick and dirty calibration because I just need it to be somewhat decent for us to show you how to do a partial one. Or also if your axes don't go all the way. So let's say that you have an issue. In fact, there's one person who cannot get a calibration where their y-axis can't go all the way to the edges, even during the calibration mode. And if that's the problem, then I'll show you what to do. So first off, partial calibration. What is partial calibration? So you click Settings, and then you click the Partial Calibration button. And that will bring up a partial calibration window in this version of VKB Device Config, which will allow you to select which axes you wish to calibrate. That way you don't have to do the whole thing. But more importantly is if your device can't go all the way, let's again pretend that this y-axis can't go all the way to 0 and can't go all the way to 64K. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Profile, and under Axes, I'm going to look at the y-axis. Now, normally, in this case, I have a multiplier of 9. This multiplier this multiplier number is kind of like, if you've ever dealt with audio, it's like a gain setting. That's the best way I can describe it, that you kind of want to set this at the beginning, and the best thing to do is to make sure that your gain is properly set. You don't want this number to be too low, otherwise it won't work, and you don't want it to be too high, otherwise it won't have enough sensitivity. So if you have an issue where you can't get to the very ends of your axis, increase the multiplier. So in this case, I'm going to increase the multiplier to 10. I'm going to click OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to always set Y, because this is VKB Device Config. After you make any change, it's always good to set. And then after that, I'm going to show you that partial calibration that we're talking about. So again, click Settings. There is partial calibration. I'm going to click Tools, Start Calibration. And here we have this little extra window that comes up. You can calibrate everything, or you can calibrate just one axis. In this case, I'm going to calibrate axis Y. So I now have axis Y set to calibrate, and I'm going to move it all the way forward and back. So you can take a look at that by going to the test page, axis 1, and move it all the way forward and back a couple times, leave it centered, click End Calibration. Let's take a look at that value. So again, we're going to go into Profile. We can see that the multiplier is 10, KD low, KD high, bias is set, and we'll go to the test axes and make sure we can go all the way to the ends of our range. So if you're interested in partial calibration, or if you're interested in changing the multiplier, that's how you do it.